Wait, honey, can you look at this? Does this sound like me?
Yeah. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Heroes of Middle-earth with Eric Albrecht, also known as Zonflux. So, I have been trying to decide whether I want to do Champion, Guardian, or Warden today. Not 100% sure. Was I thinking of a particular class today? I think I need to get some well, kind of a combination of virtues and other grinding stuff that I need to do on my warden, which I can also contribute towards on my guardian. I'm actually building a new one-hander first stage on my guardian, which is going to be for solo DPS. So kind of deciding to go with the route of a one-hander plus shield for solo DPS instead of two-hander. I'm still going to keep my two-hander around, but I think it's time, especially with the stats that we're starting to get on our shield, to kind of go that route, especially in Mordor anyway. I have a Slayer Deed Accelerator active on this tune, so I want to finish that off before I do any kind of grinding, so I don't waste this. Some of these items I can filter. I've slowly but surely been growing my collection of filtered items. Very nice to do. I've also been filtering quests. Bye-bye festivals. I will never see you again. Some people like festivals. I definitely do not. Well, there's another rune I can filter. Everything else we can sell.
What do you need?
All these reputation items I can apply towards my champion that I've been working on. I have a level 42 champion now. So that character is coming along. My champion's name is the Mad Sapper. First fragment of suppression, the stinking ward. Oh, that's from whatchamacallit, Scum Grill? That's not what it's called. Something like that. I have a Hobbit gift. Oh, I can sell that. I don't want that Aurora, but thank you. Give that to Mummy.
What can I do for you today?
How are you guys today? I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I'll make do. Gonna have to do some grocery shopping after this run for the family. And in case you guys have not seen, on the right over here, I have a picture of our baby. I should make sure that's up to date. I think it might be slightly larger now. So I think we're at 11 weeks. Let's see. Hey, hon. Hi, what's the size of the baby now? A fig. Okay. Did I get an image of that yet? Is this a fig? I have to look. Fig. There. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Okay, I gotta put that. Update my image. Fruit baby. This one. Obviously, I'm quite proud of that. So, the baby is about the size of a fig right now. If you were to ask me what fruit is a fig, I have absolutely no idea. But, that's pretty big. So, baby's coming along. The ultrasound is... What did she say? I think it's November 13th? I think so. So that's big news. And I've asked Alana if we can find out the gender of the baby. Apparently that's not going to be until a later ultrasound. But this first ultrasound, at the very least, we can just find out whether it's just a single baby or twins. And the reason why I say maybe it could be twins is because Alana has had like the worst morning sickness she has ever had for any pregnancy, and she's definitely been having a rough time with it. So I don't know if that translates anything to, you know, the number of babies you have. Who knows? But yeah. Why was I visiting here? Dolam Roth. Don't know. I wanted to start it's down here. Scumfell. Is that the one? I think so, but I can't remember why. Oh, I needed also reputation. Oh, but I have to try to complete this deed first. So I'm trying to do some virtue farming on my warden. And there's supposed to be
of Moria, the orcs
a
have
wave
of their
of,
dead in the
I don't
great
know if it's
chasm
like
they call
endless spiders,
Zonflux.
but like a wave of
Over
spiders
the
that I
ages,
can
the
fight in
rotting pile
here.
of carcasses and filth that has accumulated there.
But I got so
has
far
also
and then I couldn't
attracted
get any
many foul
further,
and
so I'm not sure if I was like
disgusting
doing something
From the
wrong.
vile breadbeak to the scavenging care green.
So I'm gonna try this again quickly. I could have been just doing something wrong. Because apparently there's like a room in here which you fight a whole bunch of spiders, but I never got to fight any spiders. So we'll try it again. What was that? Completed deed. Oh, defeat Greg to beg. Innocence. Oh, yeah, I could add that. Set rewards. Well, if I get to the point that I fight spiders, then... Oh, he can do an induction while he's underground. Nice. You got my hat? Am I supposed to be wearing this hat over top of my headphones like that? Apparently. Oh, child. I don't know if I have to kill all these waves first. Well, Daddy can't wear it right now.
That's me. I have it.
Okay, you can have it. Wait, okay, wait. I'm gonna take it away. I'm taking it away now. Oops. Now, I'm guessing that this passageway down... What is it? Here? Yeah, this one's probably gonna be locked. Yeah, see, there are spiders down here that can count towards a deed that I'm working on. Defeat spiders in Moria. Requirements not met. That's the issue I was getting before. Now, I was able to enter a room in here, however. Was it over here? Nope, that's the entrance. But I don't know, maybe if I kill all these blind drones, that might do something. Now this room over here will lead to the first boss, which I did kill, but I'm thinking maybe I killed it too fast. Oh no, see, I killed these guys, but then I came to another room where I fought this other boss on a mound of bones or something. I could always just try like auto attacking. So I don't think some of these fights are meant to go as fast as we can DPS them down now. We kind of bug them out. As is the case like that, where you kill them super fast. Alright, so this was the boss that I think kind of bugged out a bit. So I'm going to try killing him a bit slowly. Now the best way of killing him slowly is maybe going to be Warcry, because Warcry is one of my lowest damaging attacks that I have. I can kill these corpse claws fast, but let's fight him slowly. This would probably be something more on par with the DPS of on level. So there's this Gap Rug Lurker. I don't know what this means. Do smart auto attacks. There's no mechanics that are coming into play. And he just stands still. He doesn't move. He doesn't chase. Okay, so here's some ads coming in. Let's kill the ads. I don't know if that'll make a difference. We'll kill this ad too. Is that bugging out? Maybe I just need to get some different waves of ads coming. Well, there's a Moria Guardian the Shunned, but he's bugged out in the pile here. This guy's almost dead. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Megadave020. Alright, well let's kill him. It's gonna bug out the same way it did before. So the only thing I can loot here is this Brumbreath. You Canadians don't have fig trees up there, huh? Oh, hey Chromite. I have no idea what a fig tree is. There's also supposed to be like a fungal sack that I can loot too, but the fungal sack is like at the bottom of this pile, which doesn't make any sense. So according to me, at least from what I can tell, I have looted everything. But if I try to go to another room, I'm not going to find anything. So if I don't make any progress in here, then I think I'm just going to move on to a different area to try to get my spider deed done. See, it looks like this could be a door, but this door doesn't work. This could potentially be a door, but this doesn't work. I DPS'd that boss down as slowly as I could. And there's literally nothing left. In this big wide open area, the only place that I could go to was down here. But if we go down here again, it's going to be another thing where we can't actually open this door. Requirements not met. Well, how the hell do people get in here? You know, I got a quest when I first did this, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. If I go to Moria and then probably to... Where did it want me to go? It was a interior quest item that I got. Oh, now it doesn't even have it on there. The Stinking Ward. Collect the Queen's Fragment. Gellerwen is at the Shadowed Refuge. You discovered an item on the Master of Scumfill. It is possible that another half of the item rests on the other combatant at the location. And I definitely did not get any key. I could try talking with this guy at the Shadowed Refuge.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
At the very least, oh, so Chromite says you have to reset the instance and do the other boss on the other side. Then you loot a quest item for a key and have to kill the boss you killed again. Once you do that, you turn in the quest in the Shadowed Refuge and you get the key for the spider area. You have to on the other side. But I couldn't fight any other bosses. Now I'm gonna have to look at this. Let's find this guy that I'm supposed to talk to. This, oh, he says he's 220 meters this way. So reset instance and go to the right side, not the left side. You can only do one side per instance. Okay, the only way I know how to reset, I'm gonna have to start up a new instance and then exit it.
At the height of Durin's reign, the forges of Khazad-dûm were once famed for producing great crafts.
See,
of
I
beauty and
methodically
majesty. Now they have fallen
always
into
go
misuse
left.
by the orcs, which now infest the
Because I
ancient
get
halls
lost
of Moria,
in caves very
spewing
easily,
forth
so I
their
methodically
terrible tools
always
of
go
war.
left. But Chromite is saying that I
Since
need to
the
go to
overthrow
the
of
right
Moria,
side.
The orcs have disposed of their dead in the great chasm they
He
call
says, and go to the right side,
Over
not the left
ages,
side.
The rotting pile of carcasses
So
and
this
filth
is
that
the
has
right
accumulated
side.
there has also attracted many foul and disgusting creatures, from the vile Gredbeak to the scavenging Caregreen.
This could be a boss, maybe. Oh, yeah, I bet you this is the boss right here. I didn't get this message before, I don't think. Maybe. You're still alive. Maybe that wasn't it. Wait, no. I've been this way. Okay, so I went the wrong way. I'm gonna go the other door. I bet you I already buggered this up. It's this door that I need to go to. This door I haven't explored yet. I probably messed it up already. Yep, I think I messed it up already. Okay, I'm gonna leave instance and reset this. Okay, I see the door that I need to open up this time. God, I'm such a noob, man. I always have people holding my hand when I end up doing some of these instances. Instance mechanics are not my forte.
At the height of
You either get
Tom's
the bugs
reign,
or the
forges
Karagram.
of
You can only do
Khazad-dûm
one
were
side.
once
Yeah.
famed for producing great crafts of beauty and majesty. Now they have fallen into misuse by the orcs, which
Alright.
now infest the ancient halls of Moria,
Try this again.
spewing forth their terrible tools of war.
Okay, this time I'm gonna go left and open it up.
Since the overthrow of Moria, the orcs have disposed of their dead in the great chasm they call Scoomfield. Over the ages, the rotting pile of carcasses and filth that has accumulated there has also attracted many foul and disgusting creatures, from the vile Gredbeak to the scavenging Caregreen.
What's that, sorry? So what? Seasoning salt. The macaroni and cheese. What inspired you to do that? Seasoning salt.
Seem a little bland, so I added it and kids love it.
Really? Girls are so weird. So, Alana made some macaroni and cheese for the girls, and she added, well, the girls, I don't know, she added seasoning salt to the macaroni and cheese. It's just bizarre. Tastes good. I don't know. But they also like to put things like ketchup on their macaroni and cheese, or ketchup on like an scrambled egg sandwich, and I'm just like, no, you can't do that. No, this wasn't instant macaroni and cheese. It's homemade. Except the macaroni shells themselves are homemade pasta, but everything else is like made from scratch. Oops. Okay, so what's this boss? Hey, I remember this, kind of. Well, I killed you a little fast. Alright, which boss is this? Well, I'm back to here. So I have to fight this guy again? No, because I already fought this guy. I probably don't have to fight him again. Wait. Yeah, okay. Alright, I guess I gotta fight Wait. Remember it showed the corpse of Brumbereth? But now we're fighting Brumbereth. Look at that. That's different. Okay, I think we're good now. Because this is definitely different. Did I miss? Oh. Okay, so loot the body. Collected the Queen's Fragment. And look, Corpse of the Grim Reaver. That wasn't there before. Okay. And did I get a key? I thought I got a key. No, I didn't get a key. Okay, well, I'm going to try bringing these fragments. I'm not going to reset the instance, but I want to bring these fragments to that Galarar guy. And that's exactly how you say his name. It's Grarar guy. Alright, where was this guy? So he is this way. This is just completely eating into my Slayer deed.
What do you
Stinking
need?
word key. Now I'll go back into the instance. What's this? Deliver the chitin to Malice at the Shadowed Refuge. Idealism? What did I get for that? Ooh, resistance. Okay, that's good. Deed. Okay, so I need to talk to this guy, Malice.
The shadow has risen.
We'll go back into here and like, I think when I was reading it, it almost seemed as though you could fight an endless wave of spiders. So we're gonna do that. Wait, that's this one. Alright, thank you guys. I probably would have kept on doing the same thing over and over. The spiders down below keep respawning as long as you don't kill the queen. So I just have to make sure I don't kill the queen. This will go really fast because I have a spider deed accelerator going on. There's the queen. Oh, I'm gonna go and use my horn here. I have this horn which I got from the beginning of the game. I still use it every now and then. It's garbage, kind of, but it's free. Just have to make sure that I don't aggro that queen. I think as long as I stay on the outskirts, I'll be fine. This is a roamer. I remember when I did this fight on level with, you know, when it first came out. I don't even know if we were on level or if we were under level, I can't remember, but this was a difficult fight because there were so many ads I remember that would spawn. You know what this kind of fight reminds me of a little bit? That WoW video with Leroy Jenkins, if you guys have ever watched that. I think we might have enough spiders. This is more targets than I can hit anyway. I completed it. Alright, so we might as well complete this spider since We clearly have never done this instance. And this will complete every part of this instance then. But we got our spider deed done. Valor 14. Mercy? What's this? Defeat spiders and scumfo. Oh! Can't believe I haven't completed that yet. Okay, hold on. Let me kill a few more spiders. Thought we were done in here. We only killed like 5 million of them. But apparently we gotta kill a few more. We need 6 spiders. That's 6. Now it's done. That one's done. Alright, let's fight. Oh, where are you going? Now it's happening. Deadly poison, what's this? Doesn't seem too bad. You get quite a few of them though. Lots of these deadly poisons, but they don't do anything bad. Fungal egg sac. This is what we were trying to loot before. There we go. Leave instance. So that one is finally completed. Those poisons were nasty back in the day. Well, it is a deadly poison, so it should be pretty nasty. I wonder if any of the cosmetics here are nice. The gloves I don't care for. What about this hunter spear? I can't use that anyway. The boots? Nah. What about this? Guardian's mace. Warden's spear. Champion's hammer. Warden's hammer. One thing with more is their cosmetics were more kind of thought out, I think. Alright, so we're done with that. We have to do worms and trolls. How much do we have left in our Slayer deed? 16 minutes. So Lotro. I need... Oh, Troll Slayer. I remember you can start Grand Stair. It was saying. But there's only so many of them in Grand Stair.
In elder days, this place once served as a grand portal to many levels and halls within Moria. But since the ruin of Moria, it has become a den of many
There's
orc
probably
tribes.
a better area to do the
Marzel,
trolls, and I
he
might
who
have to look
rules
that
the
up.
orcs of Moria, exacts his tribute
Well, let's get
here
this fight
to
started
his
over
minion,
here.
Igor.
Here it is. Troll Slayer, add to tracker. Oh, it's already on the advance. 66 of 120, so that's 34 divided by 2 is going to be 17 trolls. Hey, Tuflo, welcome to the stream. So after the Lotro stream, I'm going to be doing, like I said, grocery shopping, but then after the grocery shopping, I don't know if I need to cook dinner or not. But later this evening, I'm going to be doing a drawing stream, which is going to be for one of my stream supporters. And that one is going to be of another dwarf guardian. I'm not sure exactly. I have to do a little bit more thought into what I'm doing exactly for the drawing, but I'll figure it out. I want to do a little bit more of a cartoony one this time.
Keep an eye on those white-haired orcs. I smell a rat in our midst.
Put your weapon away. You will learn the meaning of terror. Let fury take me.
Well, let's see how fast this advances. 1, 2. We need 17 of these trolls. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10 if we include this boss. So we just got to reset the instance once. That got me to 84. Is this even worth... I don't think it's even worth fighting him. He's only going to take a second to kill anyway. Now I get to fight you.
Master, no. The ground will shake.
The beast falls.
86.
Deliver its tribute
Reset
to
the
Mazar,
instance.
the master of Moria.
More items to filter. Target a drum and right-click its vital target panel and select pickup. Oh. Target a drum, right-click its vital, and pickup. What did I just do? Requires drum use. But I don't know what that's for. I have to be able to play musical instruments. I've never done that before. The drum is right-clickable in your inventory. Yeah, but you have to have drum use. It's not bound, so I could technically give it to anybody if they wanted a drum. Alright, let's start up an instance. Hey, Big Ed Mustafa, welcome to the stream.
Gardens of Inuminas, once a place of great beauty, now overgrown.
Just getting some virtues done while I have my Slayer Deed Accelerator done. And then I'm going to move on to some other things. I'm not entirely sure yet. Launch. Launch, 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 ADHD. Launch, 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 ADHD. Launch, launch, launch,
In
launch.
elder days, this place once served as a grand portal to many levels and halls within Moria. But since the ruin of Moria, it has become a den of many orc tribes.
Whoa.
Marzog, he who rules the orcs of Moria, exacts his tribute here through his minion, Igor.
I can give the second ages away. It's going pretty good. Mostly watching the Huskers trade blows with Northwestern. That must be college football that you guys are talking about. But I wanted to pop in and say hello. Well, thanks for dropping in. We have college football over here, but it's not nearly as big or popular. And by here, I mean Canada. Really, when you talk to Canadians and football, the only real big football that we have is the Canadian Football League. So our college football, while, I mean, it's popular for universities and colleges, it's not really broadcast on TV at all.
Keep an eye on those white-hand orcs. I smell a rat in our midst.
You will learn the meaning of terror.
Woo! I can fly! This should complete it. Another stun. You know, I thought that would have completed it, but it didn't. Or did it? Wait. Oh yeah, it did. So I got my confidence. That's up. And look at that, 7,000 resistance. I wonder if this is at max rank now. Virtues is probably rank 20 for max. That's what I'm thinking. I won't know until I get one more rank in it. But I'm thinking rank 20 is probably the max. That would have been funnier if you typed fortunate. Oh, Canada is still really, really fortunate. Most other countries are so lame they have to call soccer football and they pretend to like it. Yeah, our American brothers, the influence, so... yeah, we still call it football over here, but we're well aware that it's called, well, the problem is a lot of other countries don't play football, they play rugby, and then soccer is typically more popular than like any other sport. I think the big popular North American sport is probably baseball, followed by American football. Like American football in Canada is actually more popular than Canadian football, I think, ironically. I know a lot of Canadians that watch American football on top of Canadian football. But of course, you know, the most popular sport that's watched in Canada, I think, is hockey, because we're all hockey nuts. Which reminds me, when is the next hockey game on? I watched the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers play tomorrow against the Detroit Red Wings. That is a game that we technically should win, but we have been struggling this season, so now I'm not so sure. Defeat Worms in Moria. Outro, Worm, Slayer. But you know what? That's going to run out, so I could probably just quickly sell. And then we're going to head out to maybe do some Court of Saragos, which I need to do. The best place to find worms in Moria, Eastern Malinhad, and Salgayat. Which is... what is that? That looks like... wait, that's Angmar. How did I type that? Moria. Ah, the Flaming Deeps. Oh, yeah, I know where it's talking about. Okay, so I'll have to go there afterwards. Not today, though. But my virtues are coming along nicely. I've actually been able to increase my tactical mitigation by enough that I can get rid of a tactical mitigation essence. And then if I do join like a tier 2 run, I can always just put on my other carving. My other fist carving, which has tactical mitigation on it. So that way I can use my other essence slot probably towards either morale or more physical mastery. I haven't quite decided yet. I feel like my physical mastery is high enough, so I may just end up going with some more morale. You play soccer with the ball and your foot. You play football with the egg, and your hands tell me the logic behind that. That's why football is called hand egg. Hand egg? Oh, funny.
Greetings, friend.
Girls are watching Barbie upstairs. Okay, so what we shall do, let's quickly hop into the social panel here. We have some second ages that I want to give away. We have a hunter and a guardian. They're both level 60. I'll put the level range as 59 to 61. Apparently I can't type. Change the filter location. Classes, we'll put it to Warden and Hunter. Guess I'll have to increase that a little bit. Alright, we got our two characters here. We have a 58 Warden, a Ladriel, and a 58 Hunter named Pork Monster. Interesting. But this will be useful for them. So the first one goes to the Warden. Enjoy. And the next one is going to go to the Hunter. Enjoy. And that should be good. I think everything else is pretty much bound. That was kind of the thing with Moria, is when you get loot, it's all bound.
How may I help you today?
Lock. Just lock the rep items. This is probably easily going to get all my reputation for Moria with my champion. Every once in a while I see in World Chat somebody selling those new like incomparable Vanguard rune of striking. I'm like, I wonder if I should save up money to buy one of those. But on the same note, I mean, if you're farming, I shouldn't say farming, but if you're farming tier 2 115 with a group, and it's a solid group, it's probably not that difficult to get them. So, I mean, I'll just wait until I get more light. I guess I could always just use all of my ash. See, I've been saving my ash for my rings, but yeah,
What
I
do you
don't know.
need?
I don't have very much ash. It is not worth for Warden. Wondering if tactical damage rune would work on Warden. Oh, you're saying that to go with tactical damage? Are you saying because of the light damage that we do, that doesn't count towards like the But what if I put that striking rune on my sword? Because I don't really use my javelin, I don't think. But if I put it on my sword, are you saying like all my gambits, like Surety of Death, Spear of Virtue, Desolation, Brink of Victory? Brink of Victory, Piercing Strike wouldn't benefit as much? Weapon has no influence on light dots. Oh, so what should I get on my Warden? Glad I didn't buy anything yet. All right. Oh, what's this? Oh, person saying thanks for the loot. Chromite says, as far as I know, the result was keep using the physical mastery runes. And don't know, but the base damage isn't worth it, except you decide to finally get cool and become a yellow main warden. How popular is yellow main, like yellow wardens? And I still don't have any points into the yellow tree on my builds. And I've never even played with yellow. It's the scary side that I haven't explored. I'm gonna have to go and look up some builds, probably by like Gorlal or Rugos or something, and check it out. I've been all like red and blue. I've been too scared, too chicken to delve into yellow. Yellow is just so completely different than red and blue. Red and blue, it's like, you know, pardon the pun or whatever it is. I mean, any idiot could make a red or blue build, but the yellow build just is going to require a lot more thought to kind of get into, I think. So I'll have to play around with that. I did want to do some dailies, I think. What is the dailies? I'm thinking the dailies is probably going to be my best method for building up ash loot, since the ash farming got nerfed. Oh, there's another thing that I wanted to test out. People were saying you could still go to west of Fosham Ball. I want to check that out as well. Weekly contest, weekly conquest, complete Court of Sargos, Prisons of Nerband, Court of Sargos Tier 2, Prisons of Nerband Tier 2. That means I actually have to complete Dungeons of Nerband. Well, seeing as how I'd have to join a group for that, I guess. Ooh, Black Steel Key. I should get that done. I guess I got all the other ones active already. So it is Adun and Dor Amarth. Adun, Army of the Pit, which is Durthang. This one. Last time I did this, I completed it and then I got distracted and I didn't hand in the quest, and then it said I failed it. I'm like, what?
One of the greatest threats to those in Udun, under the banner of Gondor.
Should be good. Wath? Monitor, do you have company? Wath Monitor. I don't know what that means. Wath Monitor, do you have company? I have my family at home, if that's what you mean. My 2 daughters and my fiance. I can't read the gibberish. Wath Monitor, I don't know what that means. Monitor, do you have... Oh, my monitor, my main monitor is a Samsung 27-inch. And then I have a secondary monitor, which is a Dell... what is it, like an ultra sharp or something? I have to look it up. Yeah, he's saying what monitor do you have company-wise, so I'll find out what it is exactly. I think I have it labeled on my specs. No, the monitor isn't an Asus. It's... hold on. I'm just looking it up. Oh, I don't have my monitor listed on my spec sheet. Look at that. Ah, here it is. So Samsung Sync Master SA850 27-inch. And then my secondary monitor is a Dell. Well, I can't easily figure out what my secondary monitor is, but it's a Dell monitor that's used for like CAD design. It's not a standard Dell monitor, it's one that's used for CAD design for my secondary monitor. But my main one, which is what I do my streaming on, is it's got a 16:10 ratio. So what I do, I play with it distorted so that you guys don't see it distorted. I used to get complaints about that, where it's like, oh, your resolution is all distorted because you're squishing it. So I play with it looking distorted so that you guys don't have to. But yeah, it's a pretty nice monitor. It's got this like hydraulic thing at the end for moving it up and down. Quite a sizable height difference too. I can also rotate it vertically, so it's a kind of a portrait orientation rather than a landscape orientation. And then everything else for my specs that I have is over here. I should do this. PC specs. Rather. Specs. No, it doesn't have G-Sync. When I got this monitor, there was, I don't think, any such thing as G-Sync. Really? There we go. What gambit do you normally proc battle memory with? Typically goad. Either goad or sometimes also I do spear if it's not a group. So I do goad for the AoE dot that it puts on them, the AoE damage dot. Otherwise, if it's just like a couple guys, I'll probably do spear just because it's a little bit faster. You should use fist, which is gold, yeah. In probably, man, I got coughs today. Like probably 19 times out of 20, or even more than that. Like probably, you know, 30 times out of like, or 29 times out of 30 times, I'm probably going to be using goad or fist over spear. I never used spear or shield since I used them to build shield virtue and shield surety of death. Oh, I don't want that guy. Okay, I got that guy. Well, I need this relic anyway. And where Tuflo is talking about building the Spear of Virtues, you can do it quickly by doing this. You can go fist, and then spear fist, followed by spear. And especially if you're doing Moors, a lot of people will do it quickly that way because Spear of Virtue is so powerful in the Moors. So you could spam Spear of Virtue over and over if you wanted to try to get your the critical chance on it, which does a lot of damage on it. You can burn a creep really fast with Spear of Virtue. A lot of the times what I suck at the Moors, but a lot of the times what I just try to get on is my Spear of Virtue, Piercing Strike, Surety of Death, and Desolation, and between those ones it's usually enough to kill most creeps that don't have healing on them, assuming that you survive long enough. They do it to kite creeps. Yeah, because you don't have to actually hit them, you can just use your masteries. If you're ever fighting me on your creep and you want to make me look bad, just keep running through me. Let's see, this way. The whole camera flipping thing, I suck at. Oops, I didn't want to pop. Never surrender there. Watch me get stunned and then I'll die. First stun. I'll let it finish. Maybe I shouldn't let it finish. Silence. Alright, I gotta get some damage down on some of these guys. Gee whiz. Messed up that. Gotta get rid of these war leaders. Let's finish the 8-second stun. It probably wasn't the best one. I figured I'd finish it up because I had Defiant Challenge, but Defiant Challenge didn't exactly last long enough, and I was taking a lot of damage still, even with Defiant Challenge up. So I probably should have just broke out of it. It wasn't the smartest thing to do. Running through isn't as much fun, staying behind. One thing with Warden is you can make a lot of mistakes and it's pretty forgiving. It's a pretty long stun, yeah. Ideally, you don't want to be fighting this Durthang group with a war leader. The war leaders are the ones that do the stun. So if you can fight this group without the war leader, you're a lot better off. They also do the silences as well as the disarms.
This is orange.
Yes.
Orange. Peach.
No. Lime.
Lime. Strawberry.
Yes.
Melon.
Lemon.
What's that name?
Cherry.
Cherry.
I like that she's curious. She's asking about the names of different
Suck.
fruits. Is it a sucker kind of candy? You suck on it?
Stop. Suck this candy.
Ah, too sweet for me.
Daddy, sweet. You would suck.
Daddy, give Daddy like a small chocolate and I'll be happy. I'll have like one chocolate and I'll be happy for the rest of the day. But if you give me like a whole chocolate bar, I'm like, oh, too sweet.
Was yummy day, but Dad,
Yes?
what happened?
You're crying because Aurora hit you. Oh no. You got a lot of morale, sir. Are we done with these dumb task items yet? This slows down this run so much when you have to pick up all this junk. Another item over here that I gotta pick up. Okay. Just the 3 guys? No, 4 guys. Hey, Miss Seriella, welcome to the stream. How far does this hole go down? It's just a black, bottomless abyss. We still have 2 more gems. Oh, there's another relic. Might as well pick that up. That was a good couple crits. We still got more garbage to pick up. Oops. Three supplies. I feel like I missed a bunch of supplies somewhere. There's no way there's gonna be all the items, like 2 rations, 3 supplies, and a gem outside. There's just no way. It's not possible. I see a single gem. I just ran past one. I'm so blind. Chromite does that to me all the time when I'm grouping with him. It's like, yeah, you missed one there. Oh, you missed one there. It's like, what? I didn't see it. Apparently I, like, skipped some. I'll just, like, tab. Tap, 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 tap. Whoa. How did I miss so many? Whoa, jeez, those stairs are missing. It's that, or they just don't have... Wait, rations down below. It says there's rations down here. I might as well check by the front area too. Supplies, hold on, right there. Oh, at the beginning. Once I get these done, then I never have to worry about them again. Until the next day. Don't think there's any more of those, but I'm still missing 2 supplies and 1 ration. Unbelievable. Wait, this way. There's one right here. Gee whiz. 1 supply, 1 ration. Oh, right over here. Got another one. This one is right there. Man, all of them. How do I just run past these? Oh, don't aggro the leader. Bet you it's on the other side. Alright, well, we're gonna have to fight you. Probably wouldn't be over here, would it? No. Could I have missed it over here? Running out of locations. I guess we will just have to get supply in one of the other runs. You don't have to get them all in one run. What's your physical mastery, or is it purely a tank build? This is at 156,000 physical mastery. So, I don't exactly have my warden geared for tanking right now because I would like a lot more morale.
Now then.
He's not like super squishy, but he can't take like too much damage, too much spike damage.
Let us not.
Ideally, I would want to be over 100,000 morale at least. So the other one that we needed to do was a Dune and Dor Amarth, which is going to be complete Barad Dur. This one. I have more physical mastery than you, chat. Nice.
The crumbled tower of Barad.
Ah, this one. This is one of my favorite instances.
Devoted to their slain Dark Lord.
Ancient tomes. That's a weird lag spike. Alright, nothing over here, right? Just tomes. Oh, I got something. Thank you for the follow, Dead Pooley Plays. I appreciate it. Gearing up Warden seems to be hard now too, since the Guardian and Captain Tanks are just better. I've been hearing a lot of people say about Captain and Guardian Tanks are better, and certainly for not having to worry about gambits probably makes it easier. Like with Warden, for instance, one of the things that a Warden tank may have to do is to build up his block rating using Persevere and Safeguard, whereas, you know, if a Guardian wants to build up avoidances, they can just do a Guardian's Ward. Is there nothing in here? Ancient Tome. No problem. Lotro about to get back into it with some friends. Nice. Well, we got the High Elf class if you purchase either the Deluxe or Collector's Edition of Mordor. Otherwise, I think sometime this winter they're supposed to be releasing the High Elf class with Lotro points. I should tab here. I always miss tomes that are like in Rebel. When I'm doing this, Trollmite will be like, you missed a tome. I'll just tab all the way through here. Warden is in a strange place. It's by far strongest solo, but in fellowships they aren't really needed for anything. I haven't had like an issue getting into groups, so I guess it's hard to say, I suppose. Ah, I popped every surrender. Need to get more heal dots. That should be good. You've got to go. I'll be buying the biggest pack from order. Won't be playing any race other than Hobbit. Mostly just play Hobbit. Warden is actually face roll, easy to play. I don't get why people are hyping its difficulty. There is difficulty associated with learning it because of all the gambits. Once you kind of get comfortable with the gambits, and especially like the gambit masteries, it's a lot easier to, I guess, solo everything. Just because you have the flexibility of going either DPS or healing at the same time. There's some people that will cry havoc if I say like self-healing in Redline should be nerfed a lot. But you know, with me, I'm always compromised. So if you're gonna nerf it, then you know, buff it at the same time. I could go for having twice as much DPS if you nerfed our self-healing by like a factor of 2. Which would be a significant amount, but if you increase your DPS by like twice as much, hey, no problem. You're still alive. Exaltation of Battle, too powerful in Redline. Also, another skill that's too powerful is Resolution. This one is incredibly powerful in Redline for getting burst heals if you have a mob. That one, extremely, way too powerful in Redline. Our DPS isn't even comparable to Champs. Champs have way more DPS than Wardens do. If you take a champion with the same physical mastery as a Warden, the champion will easily, by far, out DPS a Warden. That's why I'm saying, like, nerf our self-healing substantially, right? So, it's kind of, you know, nerf one thing, but boost the other. I bet I can get around 20k DPS single target with Warden right now. But like 20k DPS isn't that high right now. If you look at other classes, they get more than 20k DPS on single target. And AoE, we're still behind on the AoE side of it. I mean, I don't think anybody can disagree that our, yeah, you can't count lower targets. It has to be on level. Lower targets, you bypass too much of their critical defense and you get huge hits on them then. But I don't think anybody can argue that our healing in Redline is way too powerful. I think I completed all of... No, I still got Ancient Tomes. Like, I'll do a demonstration here of why Resolution should get nerfed, and like nerfed really bad. So I have Resolution here, letting my health get low, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Let's go ahead and pop it. Full heal. Let my health get low again. And almost a full heal. Like, that's way too powerful. And I can just keep spamming this over and over. So Resolution. Low morale, low morale. Oh, okay, I waited too long there. But you're kind of getting the idea there, you know, why it's too powerful. I can hit up to 10 targets with that, and each time I do that, I'm healing myself for nearly 5,000 morale on each target, which is like 50,000 morale heal. I didn't have to let my morale get that low, I guess. I was trying to do like a demonstration as to why it's too powerful. And Defiant Challenge in Redline, I don't think that should even be possible. I mean, you can do like the Defiant Challenge for the taunt, but the mitigation part of it should not be existent in Redline. You should not be able to do that. So the way I have this traded right now, is it here? No, right here. So with Defiant Challenge, if I were like that mob that we were just fighting, if I was to do Defiant Challenge on it, I can get my mitigations up way high. I'm not sure exactly how high. I'll put over my character stats and I'll show you guys how high it can get. But why can't they have it so that if I'm in Redline, just change some of the skills so that they're a little bit different? So Defiant Challenge could still be in the same spot, but in Redline, it doesn't give the bonus. It gives some other bonus. It doesn't have to always give the mitigation bonus. It can give something else, right? So here I'll get a mob again, the same kind of mob size. Let's get some heal dots going. We're gonna be wanting to hover over, so I'm at 60% right now. Nope, 50% pretty much. So I'm gonna do a Defiant Challenge, which brings me to 90% across the board. So 90% mitigations, and then you become literally invincible until it wears off. And it's like, really? In Redline, which is my DPS? Shouldn't be possible. And you can see, once that Defiant Challenge goes off, I'm a lot squishier. Now I could do, like, Persevere, which will increase my survivability. There we go. And then I can focus on some Gambits. But I mean, this is just kind of a demonstration thing about why Defiant Challenge and Resolution need to be nerfed. Same with Exaltation of Battle needs to be nerfed as well. But I don't like straight up nerfs. So I mean, I am all for nerfing these skills in Redline to Kingdom Kong, but if you're gonna nerf us, give us some sort of buffs. Give us DPS buffs, because then you take away our survivability. But if you're gonna take away the survivability, then you better be increasing our DPS a substantial amount. They nerfed Guardians to hell. They screwed Guardians over completely, and they didn't give any kind of buff. They just completely nerfed them, nerf hammer, and Guardians, the only thing they're good for nowadays is tanking. So it's like, man, it's like, come on, guys. I'm still salty over the Guardian nerfs. But I'm poor. The game is going to die if it continues this path. You could earn the game regions by earning points in game, though totally free. But I'll be 50 when that happens. Guardians suffered from their uber overpowered period during Helm's Deep. And I didn't even play Guardian during that time. I stopped playing Lotro when the level cap was 75. And basically, I did purchase, I don't know if it was like Rohan or Helm's Deep. I think it was the Helm's Deep expansion. But as soon as I got into the whole like big battles and mounted combat, I was like, what is this? And then I just like, is this what Lotro is going down? And I stopped playing Lotro altogether until the level cap was 105. And then I came back to Lotro and it's like, okay, so I still got to kind of get through this mounted combat and big battle stuff. But once I was past it, I didn't have to do it again. And then I was like, yeah, I never have to touch them again. So now I literally just use my mounted combat just for the speed bonus. And the big battles, once I completed them, I never ever touch them again. It's just a relic that I never have to worry about. Ancient Tome is ahead of me. It was the single most broken class that ever existed in the game. But are they as broken? Like at level 105, were they still as broken as they were in Helm's Deep release? Like I'm sure that other classes must have kind of caught up to them. Certainly now they're easily the worst class in the game. Maybe Barons, I don't know. I still play my Guardian, but it's painful to play my Guardian. No, they were nerfed sometime when level cap was 100. A lot of stuff was done to the bleeds. I know at one point a lot of people were wearing like the high bolt set bonuses to get the extra bleed damage, and that was before my time. Like when I ended up coming into play with the high bolt stuff, the stats on that stuff was significantly worse than what you could get to wear. Gee whiz. We got our supplies. Tuflo says you're slow, but your self-healing is still so strong that you can do far more than champs solo. The self-healing is okay, but the damage is so slow. For on-level content anyway. For stuff where it's like under-level, it's still pretty fast, but for on-level, it's just like if I switch over to my Guardian right now, doing like this instance, for instance, would probably take like 35 minutes or something, or God knows how long.
Let us not tarry.
That was a little bit away.
Now then. Let us not.
Court of Saragost. Do a quick run of that.
Deep in the heart of Saragost, Clyrith the Stained prepares to unleash a second great plague upon the realms of men. Any hope of thwarting her lies on the intrepid few, led by rangers Rodrog and Fyron, who have gained entry to her doorless keep.
Come back here. You'll come close to Crash with his 20th death sometime. Wait till you get your champ to 115 and I'll let you do one of the daily solo and just watch. It will be interesting. I'm already having fun with my champions, so we'll see what happens with that. Oh, I didn't aggro this guy. I'm probably gonna get stunned right away. I'm gonna get stunned. Maybe not.
seems you
There
have
we
failed
go.
in your task. We have uninvited guests.
Perhaps you should get to your task then, sister. Entertain them.
Ugh.
Must I do
everything?
everything?
If you insist, we shall do this together.
Allow them some revelry, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna get stunned. He's gonna apply a bleed to me, so I'll have to get some heal dots going. Don't want to kill him too quick because he's gonna have the bleeds on me. I should be good now to kill him. Hunter is so OP, but you couldn't do any of the pulls you're doing even with Guardian ones with Champ or Hunter. See, I can do these trash pulls the same way with my Guardian. It's just the boss fights take about 3 times longer. And sometimes I have to kite with my Guardian.
5 brave little mice scamper into the cat's den. Brave, foolish little mice.
Done.
My great plague is finished, and it is time to rain death
I got a
upon
Starlit
my
Crystal out of that.
enemies.
That was nice.
Dulgameth, my dear.
And
Come
it looks like
out
one
and deal
Ampho
with
scroll.
these pests.
Still some items that I have to filter. Slowly but surely I'm getting these all filtered out. There. Might have to actually do a conviction or restoration. You pull 5 signatures with Champ in resource instance and you'll have a hard time. Meanwhile, you pull 15 to 20 with your Warden or Guardian. I can pull a large mob with my guardian. If there's lots of ranged, there's a good chance that I'm gonna struggle with it a lot and quite possibly die. Especially if there's stuns. If there's stuns, I'm terrible with that. Marvels are my worst enemy. That's right, I don't have to aggro all this stuff. I can just go through the left side. I keep forgetting about that. Apparently you can run
Persistent little
through this
Sarge.
kind of sneakily.
As you
For
wish.
instance, if I stay on the
Come
left-hand
and
side
face
here, I
my
think it is, the bats will come, and if you stay like right here, the bat will just fly right by you, supposedly, like that. So if you're coordinating it with your group, you can avoid all the bats. Which is useful if you're farming it on like tier 2 115. But if you're looking at chat and you're not paying attention to the bats like this, then you're just gonna, like, you know, aggro all the bats anyway. But for people that are interested in kind of optimizing some of their runs, they can avoid some of these fights. But when you're doing it at 105, you can just shing shing and they all go dead.
Struggle against the very hand of fate, fools.
So with this
I
fight,
will have my justice.
Lareth
Gondor
will
pay
aggro
for Sauron's
onto
death, and you can do
you.
nothing to stop me. Come, my pets.
So before
My
you
greatest work
start
is
this
ready.
fight, you'll want to kind of start near the Rangers and let Lareth come to you.
Let us dance, mortals.
There we go.
Your life is mine, fool.
Oh, messed that up. That doesn't matter.
All my plans, all my plague, undone. But I am not finished. Oh no. Promise you this. When you think your battle's won, when you think your loved one's safe, when the horrors of Senecost are a faded memory, and I am but a lingering nightmare. Then I will come for you,
What do I get out of
and
this
yours
chest?
will be a slow and painful death.
I'm not sure how much
But
certain classes need to be buffed and nerfed, but the balancing act is going to be very difficult. I think the more properly classes are balanced, the easier it is going to be to balance PvMP out in the Etten Moors. Currently, I think overall there's too much self-healing and too much DPS in the game for the Moors to be properly balanced. I also have this other idea that to properly balance the Moors, I personally think that all jewelry and gear should be completely disabled. So that basically what the devs could do then is have it where they assign a class specific buff to your character that will give you the proper amount of morale, the proper amount of DPS, the proper amount of mitigations, all that stuff. Kind of cookie cutter builds. But it's a class specific buff to each character. So that way the only things that might possibly apply could be maybe your legendaries that could transfer over to the Moors. But otherwise all your gear and essences non-existent. They just get disabled. Things like Audacity gear, I'm not even sure I would even do that. But I think having Freep or PvE gear in the Moors just isn't going to work. So, I don't know. That's just my mindset on that. It's too easy to get way overpowered stats in the Moors, and the DPS in the Moors right now is a lot too high, and they also need to cut back on the healing. So cut back on the healing for both sides, cut back on the DPS, things will get balanced. But having PvE gear, it's not going to work. It's too hard to balance it. You're never going to be able to balance it properly. Just doing a little bit of mix of everything. No gear, only allies and more would be awesome. Well, at least one other person thinks it's okay. Like if I go in the Moors right now, I'm probably gonna die. But you're gonna see, I'm gonna have a battle prepped. Battle prepped? Is it battle prep or battle memory? Battle preparation. I'm gonna battle prep a Spear of Virtue. And there's a good chance that if I get jumped by a warg, as long as the warg isn't like totally OP, my one Spear of Virtue might be enough to bleed it out even if I die. Knowing my luck, I'll probably come up against a good creep player, and then I'll just look bad. I have a Never Surrender up, which isn't quite fair. I also have some buffs up, which isn't fair either. But if I have Spear of Virtue prepped, this skill is way too powerful in the Moors right now. What do we got here? TR's taken, which means I don't know if we'll really find many creeps out here. Coldfell Scout has freed Ventaro from a daze. I just read that. So where is this Ventaro? You know, when it comes to balancing PvE, I would actually be totally happy if they cut the DPS of all classes and the morale of a bunch of like bosses and just had it where it was more in line to where it was like level 65 days, where I felt like you approached battles with more crowd control and a lot smarter play. Now it's more just about knowing the sort of which attacks to avoid so you don't get one shot, and I don't know, just certain instance mechanics, I guess. Here's a dead free, so there's probably some wargs around here. There we go. This will give us a chance to do our Spear of Virtue, or we're just gonna get humiliated, which is another possibility. Probably will be a warg pack. There we go. So we're probably gonna die here. Nope, this creeps that came in. Oh, there's other creeps too. I try not to do healing if I can. Let's move away from the free parade. At least we don't have Never Surrender anymore. Well, there's a creep down there. Defiler, pff, you're not gonna kill him. "27 creeps at area door, Cold Fells, 18 south, 14 west." So that's right by TR. That would be more than a full crate. What's this guy? Would that be a war leader? I think that's a war leader. Haha, we got decimated there. I think that black arrow really ripped us a new one there. Well, anyways, I was trying to just get to the point where DPS is a little bit high, but I think anyone that does the Mors religiously can probably attest to that anyway. Anyways, I think my stream is pretty much coming to an end here. I've already gone over about 40 minutes, although I did start 10 minutes late, but I think that is about good. I do want to thank everyone for watching. If you have not done so already, let's see. Remember to go ahead and jump over to my stream and hit me up with a follow. Also remember to follow the Lotro stream. And I stream daily on my personal stream. I don't always do Lotro, but I do Lotro most of the time. So I kind of rotate between Champion, Guardian, and Warden gameplay, and I also am currently doing some Assassin's Creed Origins, and I also do some drawing streams. So later today, for instance, I have a drawing stream planned. I'm not sure exactly what time it's going to be, but that is scheduled for later on today. I have to do some grocery shopping first.
Are you looking for something, friend?
There we go. All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next weekend on the official outro stream, or later tonight on my personal stream. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys later.